Alright, boys. What's up? How we doing? Alright. Let's go over today, man. Today was super easy. Go to our NASDAQ. Alright. So, as I was saying in previous chats, my channel, we have been in consolidation for quite a bit. There's been movement up and down, but nothing crazy. It's kind of just been chopping this whole entire range here. Kind of annoying, okay? With that being said, with chop comes expansion. And we got expansion. News with China and US came out. Is bullish, which is what we're expecting. Weekly FEG above us. This is my target for now, for this week. It was a weekly FEG. And all the day was fairly simple, okay? Now, whenever we have bullish news like that coming up after the weekend, I don't try to short it right away. I let it do its thing. So, I was hands off all night long. Now, in the morning, I woke up at open and saw this. Okay. We have a very clear imbalance here. Not only from our NWA gap, okay, but also from a gigantic move happening overnight as well. Huge red flags here, okay? This needs to get filled and rebalanced right away. Now, with this being said also, right, the market has moved up. Oops. The market moved up. $870 points before New York Open was even a thing, okay? So with that being said, the natural thing for New York to do at Open is going to be to rebalance this whole entire move, because we're not going to go up 1,000 points with no move down on every single session. It's not going to happen, all right? So a short here was obvious play, and you could have done a short to target these lows here, targeting the imbalance beneath, and then stop loss at the highest structure here as well. This would have been a good trade for you, and I was actually going to get into this, but I was saying bye to my girlfriend in the morning, so I missed it. So this was going to be my trade for this morning, was a short targeting the low with the stop loss at the high for structure, targeting the imbalance for a rebalancing move for NASDAQ, all right? Now, my trade for today was actually similar to something like this, targeting this imbalance here, okay? Now, as you can see, we did target these lows and sweep them with a tap of the 5-minute FEG. However, I knew we wanted to go lower still again because of one thing. I refined this whole entire move down, okay? So our FEG really isn't up until this point here and this point here. So this move down right here took the lows, yes, but really didn't get to the chunk of the imbalance of the whole entire move overnight. So I knew that we'd be likely to sweep this again before going up higher. And we did exactly just that. Now, in addition to that, right, we see that we're building a consolidation model or a bear flag, as you can see, going into 10 a.m. Our 4-hour open. 10 a.m., accumulation, manipulation, distribution, bada bing, bada boom. Pull your deviations like this for a little small intraday pool, and you have some good targets there for you. 2, 2.5, and 4, and 4.5. All right. Now, this was my short here. I was waiting for an additional tap for the 5-minute FEG, which is up here, and I got in. All right. Super easy. Very good breakdown, following trend, looking for the imbalance. That's it. From here, you could have gotten long with light size to accommodate for this gigantic gap again, but with that being said, you could have also waited for this whole move here where you A, M, D, rebalance to FEG, you go long off of that. Super easy day today. You could have had multiple setups for you to go and target so many different things, right? Deviations, imbalances, the highs even, right? Like there's so many different things that you could have done and looked for today that would have been beneficial for you to go and do. However, this day did require some patience because this was a gigantic chop fest for a good chunk of it, right? And even the move up here was pretty slow as well. So on days like these where you have gigantic expansion overnight session, New York isn't going to do very much. I mean, compare New York to what we did overnight. It's not very much, right? But you gotta take what you can get. And in days like this too, where we have this huge volatility, you don't need to look for a gigantic whole entire move to make good money. So, for example, my short was only, 120 points, right? This little tiny move out of this whole entire day was 120 points. That yields you more than $2,000 with one contract. So patience and just having some conviction today was a really, really big key. And a few ideologies as well. But, I mean, this is a very easy concept. We go up, we have to go down to our balance. Alright? You target the imbalance with some lows, and from there, you follow the structure. What is structure doing in high time frame? We're bullish. So do you take a long at the imbalance or short? A long. It's simple shit, guys. What goes up must come down, goes back up, must come back down again. I mean, I don't know how much more simple you want it to get, really. So that being said, that's it for today, man. And from here, what are we going to do? We're going to be bullish again. Why? Because we're in bullish structure. What's our big magnet for the week? Our weekly FEG above us. Oh. You see what I'm seeing? So that's what I'm looking out for, right? And honestly, this is still a gigantic move. This is like 500 points. But it's not impossible for us to get there by like tomorrow or even Wednesday. Alright? And I would also like to point out that I want to leave this imbalance here for NWOG. Check this out. Ready? You go to your hourly time frame. Alright? If you go to the weekly FEG here and somewhere you reject up here, where do we have to catch us again for a strong rejection? This gap here. So this gap is going to serve a purpose for us in the future for a weekly gap, a daily gap, etc. A 4-hour gap. This right here will serve a purpose again in the future to catch us. So I think that we're going to go see here first and then come back down here again in the near future. And then from here, we're bullish, right? So then you go up again from here. Boom. That's a narrative that you have to build with some experience under your belt right here. And also, what do we have that's refined in this weekly FEG? This big, juicy 1-hour FEG as well. I mean, come on, guys. What more do you want to ask for, man? Boom, bro. Boom. Alright? That's what I'm seeing. So stay patient. Ride the wave. Let it come to you. Let it do the work for you. And that's it, guys. Have a great night. Hope today's breakdown was simple and easy for you to understand. But, I mean, bro, it's just structure. Structure with PD arrays. That's all I'm using, guys. That's all I'm using. Alright, boys. Take it easy.